What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with that real boxing-ish. With the boxing talk. Let's talk boxing in the afternoon grind. Afternoon mode as well. Brian McIntyre, I think one of like 3 trainers Terence Crawford has and one of his co-managers. Was asked was Julius Indongo better than Viktor Postol? And I'm going to leave the article link in the description. He said, fuck no. Exact words. He said, fuck no. Postol was basically said Postol was a better boxer than Julius Indongo. I haven't broke down the tape of Indongo extensively, but he got some physical advantages over Crawford, and so did Viktor Postol. What the difference is this, and it might be a big difference in this fight that he might be overlooking. But I'll get into some comments also he made also later in the article. It's the fact that, Julius Indongo isn't an upright boxer like Viktor Postol. In a textbook upright European style. Those guys are robotic. And most of them, the last two that wasn't as robotic is Vasily Lomachenko and Dmitry Pirog, who had to retire due to a back injury that's entering politics now. Other than that, those are the 2 guys that had like an American slick style to them. And Viktor Postol, straight up and down, upright boxer. Indongo, from stuff that I've seen the Ricky Burns fight, and I've seen a little bit more fights. And I got to break down some more footage. He's not that guy. He isn't upright. He has some athletic ability. He's not a robot in the ring, and therefore that could be a difference. Is Viktor Postol a better fighter in Bomac eyes? Yeah, and he probably is a better fighter. It was the biggest fight of Terence Crawford's career. It's the one fight that people give Terence Crawford 100% for winning it. Everybody gives him full credit. It's not, oh, he was 5'5", 5'6". Oh, he got beat before. Oh, who the fuck is him? He got knocked out before. It's the one fight where you really can't critique. Well, people, that's riding Terence Crawford jockstrap now, you were saying that, oh, he ran from Viktor Postol after the fight, and everybody forget that shit, though. Just like when he fought the Klimov motherfucker, and he didn't get the knockout, people was calling him boring, and, we don't want to see him no more. And I remember all that shit, man. All that shit. And now the same people that were saying the same thing about the Postol and the Klimov fight, I think that was the guy's name. Now they dick riding Terence Crawford. Oh, he the next best thing since Wonder Bread. It is what it is. But he says, one thing about Julius Indongo. Well, actually, he goes on to say that, Crawford is basically a workhorse. He's in the same breath as Errol Spence. They get stronger as the fight goes on. He says that, Crawford and, he says Crawford gets stronger, and basically Indongo doesn't have the power to to deal with Crawford's strength going on through the fight. And he's right. Crawford does get stronger throughout the fight, and he said that's probably gonna be one of the biggest differences. Crawford's getting stronger, and then Indongo, he's probably gonna fade, and then him not having power from the beginning is gonna get him walked down and knocked out. That's just my perspective on it. And he also says, you know what, man, Julius Indongo is awkward as hell. And he says his limited amateur background is, the reason for that. He said that, I'll give him that. He's awkward as hell. And, awkward, unorthodox fighters give fighters issues. And what's funny about all of this stuff is, Crawford said, if I beat this guy, I'm the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. And then his trainer, immediately, or right before, steps all on his toes and says, this guy is not even better than Viktor Postol. So how does that make you, pound for pound #1 by beating a guy? Because he's an undisputed lineal champion. Like I told you guys, this is one of the worst undisputed lineal championship fights I've ever seen. Unless, Indongo steps up and rises to the occasion. We gone.